Live. We can give it a second. I'm saying some brothers and sisters come in. You know, everybody in the room, let's be sure to like and share the class. Live on YouTube today. So like you. I clap it up. We got an Isupk starting on 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And since 1969, we have been teaching on blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians their true identity according to the Bible and bringing them back to their customs. Right? I'm Priest and Officer Shalama along with
Priest and Officer Nathal Bailam.
Damn right, Most High Christ. And we are here today. First of all, why are we here today? What's going on today? Anybody?
For the Day of Atonement.
Damn right. Today is the Day of Atonement. What do you do on the Day of Atonement, sis? What do you do every year on this day?
What is the proper word for it? You deprive yourself. What is another word?
Afflict.
Afflict.
You afflict your soul. How do you afflict your soul?
No food, no drink for 24 hours.
No food, no beverage from sundown to sundown. You see what I'm saying? Why? Who can tell me why? See what I'm saying?
Because you're afflicting yourself for what your body wants, and you're trying to make your spirit stronger.
But why are you doing that though? You said you want to make your spirit stronger. That's definitely true. But what's the point?
We're atoning for all the stuff we did against the Lord.
You atoning for every mistake, every sin against God that you ever made. You see what I'm saying? But not only the sins that you made, you atoning for the sins of people who don't know to atone for their sins. We atone for them too. You want to know why? Because we love them too. We love our family. You see what I'm saying? Everybody that's in the world that doesn't know any better, everybody that doesn't know to serve God, guess what? We're going to serve God for you. And we pray that through serving God, he has mercy on you too. You see what I'm saying? That's the goal of the ISUPK the command your honor. We are not these fake Israelites. We are not going to tell you that you're the 2/3 and you're going to die and we hope you die or none of that. You see what I'm saying? We're here to save you from yourself, to save you from our Father, right? Everybody understand? There's a Sabbath service today, right? We're going to be going over the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. I would like to encourage everyone to not only like and comment, but to share these classes. Why? Because just like you, there's someone out there who needs to see it shared to their page. You see what I'm saying? We all came into the school the same way. We all learned. We all seen the camp speaking or some class, or whether you found out about it in person, right? But social media is a huge, huge platform and is a very, very strategic way to push this truth. And it's something that we can all do together. So do your part, you see what I'm saying, and spreading the word of God, right? And like and share this class. Not only the classes in Vegas, but the classes all over the world, right? Of the ISUPK. So we'll get right into it. Israel, just up to me and the brother up here. Majul. Understand? What's on first? All right. One second. Sorry.
La Yashal,
Which means to Israel. Sorry.
shoulder. Stop. Right shoulder. Right.
You say Majum wa Panya Hakadam, which means to stand and face the east. People in class are already facing the east. So this applies to me and the brother up here. Give me 1 second. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanyano. Lakam. Call your one. What's a luck? Select. What's a luck? Lenawa.
What's a lot, you know?
Come up what you know? Cause a luck now. Come up what you know? Wala the bayano. When I say one. A ball. How I shine one. Maya. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha. It's like Waha Allah. It's like Wahatha Pa'araf. La I. It's like La I will. It's like La I will lumyum. The water aman.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debt. As we forgive our debt. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is Hakak, or the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. Baba Kashah. Nathanyano. Hakat. Lord Pa'ah. Paul Makala. Call Malawa. Hakat. Letahor. Hamatazarayim. Hakat. Lahakwayam. Hamathyu. Hakat. Al-Rakwat. Hatama Allah. Lagarsha. Bahashim Yahushua. The water aman.
This is the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
This is bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. Barak Lenawa. Wayasha'ala. Waha. Sapari. Bahashim Yahushua. The water aman.
This is bless Israel in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. In Israel. In the school. In the name of Yahushua.
It's like in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
So be it. This is Psalms 1:1 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Al-Hahari. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Aizari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Wa'arataza. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Rizqalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shavamor. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tzazolka. Ayah. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayara. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makora. Yashamar. Ashnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'atka. Wa'aka. Ma'aithar.
Ma'aithar.
Wa'id awalam. Wa'id awalam.
Awalam.
The word Aman.
The water Aman. This is the Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be removed.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
he
that keepeth Israel, shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this day forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Adamaya. Laka. Altakarias.
Altakarias.
Alkaya.
Hana.
Awayadyaka. Yahama. Yawan. Ra'ash. Alamaka. Ya Arayamwa. Ya Arayamwa.
What?
Ya Arayamwa. There you go. Sawada. Wayatha. Ya Atazawa. Al Tazapa. It's like Al Tazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa.
Wanakatyadam.
Magolia. Wala Yazakar. Sham Yashal. Awada. Haya. Nawa Atazawa. Laba. Yakadwa. Al Yakar. Yakaratwa. Ahoya. Alawam. Wayashamad. Alayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagaria. Gabor. Wa'amawa.
Amalak.
Palashat. Am Yashab. Tazawar.
Ashawar.
Nalawa. Imam. Ayawa. Sarawa. Rabanya. Salah. Ashalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya. Sara'a. Kayadyan. Banakor. Kayashwan. Nashamarwa. Ayan. Hayawa. Daman. La Adama. Shayathamwa. The Da. Yamawa. Kaira. Wakaza Abba. Wakatazol. Manan. Ko. Nasayakamwa. Ashor. Amorwa. Na Yawasha. Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahayim. Shayathamwa. Kagolgala. Kakwash. Lapanya. Rawaka. Ka'ash. Taba'ira. Ya'ira. Waka. It's like what? Kala'aba. Alahat. Haharyam. It's like it. Harayam. Kam. Dawadapma. Basa Araka. Wabasa. Wapafka. Tabahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Waya. Bakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Waya. Baholwa. Adya. Waya. Kaporwa. Waya. Abadwa. Waya. Da'awa. Kaya Atha. Shamka. Yahawa. Labadka. Al-Yawan. Al-Koha. Aratiza.
This is Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo,
Thy
enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
one.
consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a
and
nation.
let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembrance.
But they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes, Jabal,
Jabal, and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and
and
Amalek,
the Philistines,
and the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur
Also is joined with them.
also is joined with them.
They have holpen the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do
as
unto
unto the
them.
Midianites.
It's like,
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasan,
At the brook of Kisan.
which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb.
and like
And
Zeed.
like Zeed.
Yeah.
Yea,
All their princes
all their princes.
and as Zamunda,
And as Zamunda,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel,
Make them like a wheel.
as the stubble before the
As
wind,
the stubble before the wind.
as the fire burneth the
As
wood,
the fire burneth the
and
wood.
as the flames set the mountains on
And
fire.
as the flame set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempests,
with thy tempest.
and make them afraid
And
with
make-
thy storms.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded
in trouble forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea, let them be put to shame,
Let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish.
that men may know
That men may know
that thou,
thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahai.
Wa La Yahweh. Salaki. Wa
Alahai.
Alahai.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawab Yahana.
Alawab Yahana.
Ha Alawabyam.
Ha Alawabyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Sarayim.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kwatasazamyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kwatasayamyam. Yanyam.
Ha Kayayolyam.
Ha Kayayolyam.
Wa Ha Akwatyam.
Wa Ha Awatyam.
There you go. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
The water of
The water of man. This is the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angel.
Commanding General Yahweh.
Commander Yahweh.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The troop.
The troop.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh. In the name of
Yahweh.
Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and
And
earth.
all living things.
And all living things.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of
In the
Yahushua.
name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us
speak
thy prophet.
against us thy prophet.
The teacher.
The teacher.
The prince.
The prince.
The priest.
The priest.
The Israelite brother.
The Israelite brothers.
And the teacher.
And
It's like the Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
In the school.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasure.
The treasure.
Of the rich of
Of
Israel.
the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the
That
school.
refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the
To
Edomites.
the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug
And their
dealers.
drug dealers.
The courses.
The courses.
The prisons.
The prisons.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogue.
Amalek synagogue.
And army.
Armies.
Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, the Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinhead, posse comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, National Space Program, the Army, Navy, Air Force, and the Marines, and Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airway, the cable access channel, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop and bring swift destruction to all the heat that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plague. Cause him to go to and fro through the earth and consume. Let the plague take the house of the thief and the murder. Let Yahweh shine. Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole earth. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake. At thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be it. Yeshabi needs to be seated. Just open. I know we're reading from Leviticus chapter 23 today. You can see it. And what we're going to do is we're going to read 7 verses in the Hebrew, and we're going to read 7 verses in the English and break it down. All right. If anybody has any questions while we're going along, feel free to type them in the comment section, and let's get right into it. Once again, what are we here for today?
The Day of Atonement.
The Day of Atonement, right? Why is the Day of Atonement so important?
It's a day to atone for all that you have done and all that the people who don't even realize the stuff that they're doing against the Most High God.
Absolutely. It's a way for us to atone as a nation. That's what this day is intended for. It's a way for us to always be humble. All the mistakes that we made in the past, not just in this life, but in our past lives as well. You see what I'm saying? We all made mistakes in our past lives too, right? We reading about them right here in this Bible. You see what I'm saying? And it's important that we stay humble and we remember our mistakes. You see what I'm saying? Many of the high holy days is the Lord telling us to remember our past. Right. Remember what he did for us and remember the mistakes we made. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because we're stiff-necked people. We think we know everything. We think we know better than every damn body. You see what I'm saying? And pretty soon, if we didn't have reminders that we are a flawed people without the Lord, we would never be right. You see what I'm saying? We'll never be able to get right. Yeah, anything you want to add up?
I just want to bring up a priesthood.
Go ahead. Take your time. See what I'm saying? Big shout out to Thought Black Lum. You see what I'm saying? Brother passed his test recently. This is first class. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot more of this powerful brother out here in Las Vegas, man. The Las Vegas zone. See what I'm saying? You're gonna be seeing a lot more of this brother.
This is just going into what you were saying about how, we don't even realize the mistakes that we were making because us as, Israelites, we've always been those Scottish people, those people that just don't want to, listen or don't want to be obedient to our God.
That's right. Go ahead.
So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse number 22.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding."
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They are wise to do evil.
We wise to do evil. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. How many people do you know that can come up with the greatest scheme to go hit a lick? You see what I'm saying? We know how to go get some money in wickedness. Right. We know all the corners to set up on and not set up on when we selling drugs. We wise to do evil. Go ahead.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
We have no knowledge. You want to know why we have no knowledge of doing good? Because we don't have knowledge of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And the scripture says, I'm paraphrasing, of course, that wisdom, that knowing the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Right. You see what I'm saying? If you don't know the Lord, if you don't know God, You have no wisdom. That's why we number one in AIDS. That's why we number one in abortions. That's why we number one in every statistical negative thing on the planet. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because we don't have the knowledge of God. See what I'm saying? Lord of Christ, going on, young man. Young man George, see you checking in. Most high in Christ. So we're going to start off with the book of Leviticus chapter 23, and we're going to get right into it. Go ahead.
Con, it's the book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wa ya debar, Yahweh, al, Mashah, la Amar. Verse 2. Debar, al, Banya, Yasha'ala, wa Amara, Alaham, ma wa Adya, Yahweh, Ashar, da kwa ra'a, da kwa ra'awa, Atham, ma kwa ra'aya, Quadash, al haham, ma wa Adya. Verse 3. Shata yamayam ta aisha ma la malaaka waba ya wam
Mm-hmm.
ha sha by Yadya, Shabbat, Shabbathwan, Makwa Ra'ah, Quadash, Call, Mala'aka,
There you go.
La'ah, Ashwa,
Mm-hmm.
Shabbat, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakar, Ma Washa, Ba Tayakam. Verse 4. Al-Ha, Ma Wa'adya, Yahweh, Ma Kora'aya, Kodash, Ashar, Ta Kora'ayawa, Atham, Ba Ma Wa'adya, Ma Wa'idam. Verse 5. Ba Kadash, Ha Ra'ashawan, Ba Ara Rabaith, Ashara, La Kadash, Bayan, Ha Irabium, Pasak, La Yahweh. Verse 6. Wa Bakamash Ashara, Yawam, La Kadash, Hazah, Ka, Ha Matazawat, La Yahweh Shabbat, Yamayam Matazawat, Da Akalwa. Verse 7. Bayam Ha Ra'ashwan, Makora'a Kodash, Yahaya Lakam, Call, Malakwaka, Ibadya, La'a, Ta Aishwa.
7 verses. That's fine, Christ. Shalom in Christ. Going on, priest. So this is Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1 in English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye proclaim to be holy convocations. What's a holy convocation? What's a holy convocation? Go ahead, sis. A set apart gathering. What we doing right now, right? This is the holy convocation. See what I'm saying? Something that's set for a specific people and no one else. A gathering. You see what I'm saying? A special gathering that's set for a specific people, right? Now, what's going on right now in these verses? We coming out of Egypt, right? We coming out of Egypt after being in captivity for a very long time. And what's happening? The Lord is giving us a new covenant. He's saying, you know what? I just freed y'all from your captivity. Now you are going to do something for me in return. I want you to live your lives according to my law. And I'm going to break it down to you. You see what I'm saying? And Moses was getting these laws and these rules from the Lord, and he was bringing them to the people, saying, "Look, this is what he wants us to do right here." See what I'm saying? He wants us to have these holy convocations, right? These holy convocations, these high holy days, are what America gets the term holiday from today, right? They Christmas and your Thanksgivings and what's coming up, Halloween. That's coming up. You see what I'm saying? That precept that you just brought up is so heavy because it broke down how we know how to do what? Evil. We know how to we have wisdom when it comes to doing evil. We know all about Halloween. We got zeal and we care about setting up your house with fake spider webs and pumpkins. You see what I'm saying? Right. But when it comes to the high holy days of the Lord, how many of them do you even think that? How many of our people do you even think know outside of Isupk that today they're supposed to be afflicting their souls? You see what I'm saying? Because like the scripture said, it said what? That last part? It said, but to do good, you what? Say you have no wisdom, right? You see what I'm saying? But to do good, you have no wisdom. You see what I'm saying? But we got all the wisdom in the world on how to eat pork. You see what I'm saying? On how to eat crab and shrimp, on how to get high, on how to celebrate Christmas, on how to celebrate Thanksgiving, the slaughter and the murder of 77 million of my ancestors. We know how to do that. We know how to cook and congregate for that. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is saying you're supposed to cook and congregate for my days, right? This is verse number 3. Oh, Salahi. Verse 2. You shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is a Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is a Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Meaning no matter where you are in history, no matter where you are in the world, the Sabbath day, which is what? Friday sundown and when? Saturday sundown. What are we supposed to do? It's a day of rest, man. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because God says so. Because God was courteous enough to give us a day off from work. You see what I'm saying? Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Right? Meaning what? I mean, it's a specific time for this. You don't just wake up and be like, I'm going to have a Passover today. I think today I feel like having the, you see what I'm saying? A feast of dedication. No. There is a season and a set biblical time for this. You see what I'm saying? It's not random, right? Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month, at even is the Lord's Passover. We all know what Passover is, right? We just broke this down a couple weeks ago, right? Or was that last week, right? We broke this down last week. Passover is the acknowledgement of when the Lord freed us out of Egypt. And the angel of death passed over every door that had the lamb's blood on it. You see what I'm saying? If you followed the order given by God that passed down through his prophet Moses at that time, you see what I'm saying? If you followed that order and you put that lamb's blood over your door, you were spared that night. If not, the firstborn male of everything died that night. You see what I'm saying? And when that happened, Pharaoh finally had enough. And he freed us because the Lord allowed him to free us. You see what I'm saying? And every year we come together, we congregate. A holy convocation. April 12th, right? April 12th, we're gonna be in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna acknowledge the Passover, the murder of my enemies. You see what I'm saying? Verse 6. And the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Why? Because when we came out of Egypt, we left in a hurry. You see what I'm saying? And we were unable to allow yeast to rise. You see what I'm saying? We wasn't able to let our bread rise with the yeast. You see what I'm saying? So we had to leave in a hurry. And for a long time, we was in the wilderness trying to figure out where we were going to go. We didn't have any leavened bread. You see what I'm saying? The Lord wants us to remember those hard times. So in honor of those times, guess what? Sundown at Passover day, what do we do? We began to eat unleavened bread every single day. And what else? What else are we to do during that time?
Supposed to make sure it's out of our house.
Make sure all the leavening, any leavening agent, anything with yeast in the baking, something like that, you're supposed to remove it from your home. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing that's in the spirit to do. Why? Because it's something we shouldn't have at that time, and you don't want anybody to accuse you of not keeping the word of God.
Right.
So the Lord said, just get it out of your house, get it out of your dwellings, right? Verse 7. In the first day, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. You see what I'm saying? These are in a perfect world. If America actually trusted in God, like their money says, everyone would have these days off. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to go to work on these days. You'll have Passover weekend off, and then you'll have a whole nother 7 days off because of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Doesn't that sound amazing? That's the future. That's the kingdom. That's what we are fighting for here in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. You see what I'm saying? You got anything you want to add?
All right.
Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Waha kwa rabatam asha la Yahweh Shabbath yamayam ba yawam ha shabba ya idea ma kwa ra'a kwadash call ma la kath ibad la'a da ashwa. Verse 9. Wa ya debar Yahweh al Mashah la Amar. Verse 10. Debar al Banya Yasha'ala wa al Marata al Allaham Kaya da ba awa al ha arataza ashar anaya Nathan lakam wa kwa taza ratam ath kwa taza yara wa ha ba atham ath amar ra'a shayata kwa taza ya rakam al ha kahan. Verse 11. Waha nayapa ath ha amar la panya Yahweh la rataza kam ma mak arath ha shabbat ya nayapanawa ha kahan. Verse 12. Wa aish yatam ba yawam ha na ya pakam ath ha amar kabash damayam ban shanatawa la Yahweh. Verse 13. Ya manakathwa shanaya Aisha ranayam salat balawala ba shaman asha la Yahweh rayak nayaka wa nasaka yayan rabayath ha hayan. Verse 14. Wa lakam wa kwalaya wa karama la'a da al call wa I tazayam ha yawam haza I ha baya akam ath kwaraban alahayakam kakwath Iwalam la darata ya kam bako masha ba ta ya kam masha tabaya kam.
That was 14.
Come.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 8. We shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. So as many of you will learn, if you're new to the Isupk, when you attend Passover, it's going to be an opening of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. It's going to be a closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. See what I'm saying? An opening on that first day, and 7 days later a closing. Right? Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, and ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11, and ye shall wave the sheaf before the Lord, to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it, right? So the Lord is saying, hey, now when I bring you onto y'all land, and y'all start to become fruitful, y'all start to be able to farm and start being able to produce your own fruits and your own cattle, things like that. He's saying those first fruits that bloom, I want you to take those first fruits and gather them together. You see what I'm saying? And the sheep is basically, like think of a basket, something that to hold these crops in, right? So I want you to give it unto the priest. You see what I'm saying? As an offering, right? I'm at verse 11, right?
Verse 12.
Verse 12. Verse 12. And he shall offer that day when he wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. So he wants you to get these crops, and he also wants you to take a male lamb, a perfect male lamb without blemish, one that's 1 year old. You see what I'm saying? And he said, I want you to take this lamb, the best lamb, and bring it and offer it unto the priest. You see what I'm saying? And the meat offering thereof shall be 2 10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord. He said, I want you to fry up this lamb. You see what I'm saying? Fry up this chicken. Fry up this meat offering, whatever it is y'all cooking that day, right? And offering by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin. Fourth part of a hin, which is about 1.5 gallons. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of us get about 1.5 gallons of wine. You see what I'm saying? That's how much the fourth part of a hin is. And verse 14, and ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the self same day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. You see what I'm saying? This is a commandment that not only just ties, this is also a commandment to make sure that we have resources. You see what I'm saying? Right. If everybody pitches in and donates some of their best crops, some of their best food to be stored away, then guess what? Now, in times of emergency, nobody is going to go without. You want to know why? Because we've been keeping the commandment of God. We've been giving up our crops. We've been turning in lambs and meat. You see what I'm saying? So now in case of a catastrophe, or in case there's anybody in need, anybody that's poor, anybody that's going hungry, you see what I'm saying? They can go to the priest and get righteous help. You don't want to know why? Because there's a land where everybody serves God. That's the future. That's the kingdom of heaven. And that's what you should be doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse number 15. Wasa poratham lakam makwa rath ha shabbath ma yawam ha ba yaakam ath amor ha tanawapa shabai shabbathwa tama yamath taha ya yana. Verse 16. I makarath ha shabbath yath tasaparwa ka mashayam yawam wa ha kwara batham mana ka kadasha la Yahweh. Verse 17. Mawasha ba bathyakam ta bayaawa lakam ta nawapa sha yam sha naya asha ranayam salath ka mataza ta'a pa yan'a baka wa rayam la Yahweh. Verse 18. Waha Kwarabatham Al Ha Lakam Shabbat Kabashim.
Shalom Christ, this is going on.
Tama Yamam Tama Yama Banya Shana Wapar Ban Bakar Akar Wa Allah Ayalam Shanayam Yaha Yawa Ila La Yahawa Wa Mana Katham Wa Nasa Nasa Kayaham Asha Rayak Nayaka La Yahawah. Verse 19. Wa Aisha Yatham Sha'ayar Aitazayam Aka La Katatha Wa Shananya Kabashim Banya Shana La Zabak Shala Mayam. Verse 20. Wa ha na nayapa ha kaha atham al lakam ha bakawa ram bakawa rayam ta nawapa la panaya Yahawah al shanaya ka bashim kodash Yahaya wa Yahayawa La Yahawah La Kaha.
Most High in Christ, the water. Excellent. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16. So that's 49 days. 7 Sabbaths, right? Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days. And ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2/10 deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be taken slack. They shall be baking with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offerings and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. So what just happened right there in verse 19? What is that talking about? It says sin offering, right? Is that something that we still do? And why don't we?
Because Christ is that perfect sacrifice.
Christ is the perfect sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? What was happening back then when all you had to do in order to be forgiven for your sins was sacrifice, one of your cattle?
Right.
What was happening?
People were just stocking up on it, just so they know when they was going to sin, they could just sacrifice their animal.
You see what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine you know you're gonna go sleep with a married woman. You say, damn, I could probably do this, but I need to make sure I got a lamb first that I can sacrifice.
Right.
I could probably sacrifice one of my lambs. It's gonna be hard for the next 2 months. It's gonna be rough in a couple months, but it's worth it. You see what I'm saying? People was preparing to sin against God. Could you imagine that? Imagine mentally preparing yourself and financially preparing yourself. Because that was, you see what I'm saying? That was finances back then. Your crops and your cattle, that's how you made your money, right? You financially preparing yourself to disrespect the creator of air. That is crazy. You see what I'm saying? That's like Christ came and he became the sacrifice. So now we don't sacrifice lambs and goats and any of that anymore. You see what I'm saying? You trust in the sacrifice that Christ made, right. and that should be enough for you to do what God said. And if it's not, the Lord be with you. There's no other sacrifice that's going to be made. If his sacrifice wasn't good enough for you, then you are not worthy of him. Everybody understand, right? Go ahead, sis. You got something?
When you were saying the sacrifices they did, you know, they would stock up
Mm-hmm.
for the sin. That's what Christians do. They
Oh,
go
my
out and
goodness.
do all of their stuff, and then on Sunday they come in and pay their tithes.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
They act like because they came to church. To Christians, going to church that Sunday is their sacrifice. None of them want to be there, first of all. None of them want to be there and listen to that terrible, terrible music for 8 hours straight. None of them want to go. But guess what? They feel so guilty about the wicked life that they know they live. You see what I'm saying? They feel guilty about the wicked life that they know they're living. So what do? They get up Sunday and they go to church and they pay their tithes to that pastor. It's the perfect scam.
Right.
It is a perfect scam for these Christian pastors. You see what I'm saying? Selling salvation. You see what I'm saying? Just come in and give me your money, and all you got to do is believe. You're going to be all right. God knows your heart. You didn't mean to sin. You didn't mean to be a whore. You didn't mean to be a drug dealer. God knows that there is more in you. God says you better bring that good out of you. You can't stand it when people say there's good in him. Maybe you should try to bring the good out of him. You see what I'm saying? Talk to me when he figures that out. You see what I'm saying? Bring the good on the outside. Then we'll see. And it's biblical too. Faith without works is what? Dead. You gotta. The scriptures say those that serve me must serve me in deed, in spirit and in deed. You see what I'm saying? You have to physically prove yourself. I don't want to hear that there's good in you. It means nothing. Get the good out of you first, right. And then talk to me. So, like, where was we at? 17?
So, like, if I may.
Go ahead.
and what you was bringing out was heavy was how men will sacrifice just to go, cheat sleep with another man's wife,
right?
Because they know they have sacrifices. Men will sin just for that. This scripture right here will prove everything that you.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This is 1 Ezra chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Oh my goodness, many there be that run out of their wits for women. That's you. You see what I'm saying? That's you that's watching online. You run out of your wits for women. You can't tell them no. You do everything in your power to get them. You see what I'm saying? That's the reason that the Lord likens serving him like unto serving a woman. Right. It's not on no, excuse my language, I don't know, freaky shit. You see what I'm saying? That's not what it is. But he knows that men will do anything in their power to get a woman. Right. They will go above and beyond, head over heels. That's how you're supposed to be about this truth.
That's right.
That's how you're supposed to be about serving God and making sure that you do the right thing. Men and women alike. Y'all understand that, right? That's how women should be about serving your husband. You following your husband, you following God. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And become servants for their sake.
And become servants for whose sake?
Their sake.
Not for the Lord's sake, but for their sakes. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because she look good. Right. You see what I'm saying? Look at her over there. She's amazing. Right. I have to please her. Right? That's what you tell yourself. And if you're not raised in the Isupk under Commander Junior Yohana, then you're going to be just like these men right here in the scripture. Right? Lose your wits for women. I understand. I get it. You see what I'm saying? We were all once you. But then we found strength. You see what I'm saying? Jeremiah Hyman strangled that demon off of us. You see what I'm saying? And now we're strong men. And now we out of our wits for this truth. And not for women. Go ahead, keep reading. We love women, though. You understand that?
Verse 27. Many also have perished.
Oh my goodness.
Have erred and sinned for women.
And sinned. For what?
For women.
For women. 90% of the niggas I know that's in jail is over a woman. Most people I know, a lot of men I know who left the truth. It's over what? A woman. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because even though she's supposed to be the weaker vessel, you were still not strong enough to control her. Right. Or to control yourself around her. Right. You were weak. And she was stronger than you. and you served the helpmeet that God gave you before you served God. Good night. Lord be with you. Everybody understand, right? Yeah. Where was I at? Verse 17? Oh, I was on verse 18. Salagia. Actually, Salagia, bear with me. That was verse 19. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of a peace offering. We just went over that. We broke that down. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord with the 2 lambs. They shall be holy to the Lord for the priest. Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim. Oh, that was it? We didn't read 21? All right, go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse number 21.
Mm-hmm.
Wa qua ra'ata wa qua ra'atam ba atazam ha yawam hazaha ma quraa quadash yahaya yaha
You said it right the first time.
yahaya
There you go.
lakam ko mala'aka
Mala'akaf.
mala'aka ibada
Abadah.
ibada
Mm-hmm.
la'a ka kwa iwalam
There you
bako mawa shabatya come
Mhm.
mawa shabatya come
There you go.
la daratha yakam
Mm-mm.
la
Ladarath.
darath yakam
There you go. Throw it all together.
la darath yakam.
There you go.
Verse 22. Wa ba kwataza rakam. A kwataza ya. A rataza kam. La a da kala paata. Shadka ba kwataza raka. Wa la kwataza ya. Ka la a ta la qua la ainya wa lagar ta aiza atam ainya Yahweh Allahayakam. Verse 23. Wa Yadabar Yahweh al Masha la Amar. Verse 24. Dabar al Banya Yasha'ala Ya la Amar ba Kadash ha Shabbatya ya Aidya ba Akad la Kadash Yahaya lakam Shabbatwan Zakarwan Darawath Makwa Ra'a Quadash. Verse 25. Call la ma la athka ibada la'a ta ashwa wa ha qua rab tam asha la Yahweh. Verse 26. Wa ya dabar Yahweh al masha la amar. Verse 27. Aka ba aishwar la quadash ha shabaya ya aidya haza ya yawam ha kaparium hawa'a makwa ra'a quadash ya aya lakam wa ainyatam ata na pashatayakam waha kwa rabdam asha la Yahweh.
No sign in Christ. Damn right. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Ye shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. What does that mean throughout your generations? Why is that so important?
That's important because even when your kids have kids and their kids have kids, they should all remember to keep the Most High God's holy day.
That's right. Like this is the Lord is telling you, teach this to your children. This is your culture. You see what I'm saying? You look at all of these other nations, you look at Asians and you look at these Africans, East Indians, right? They all have their own customs and their own culture, and they're proud of it. And they teach it to their children, and their children are proud of it. What's our culture? other than hurting each other,
Right.
other than disrespecting one another, other than having barbecues and fighting one another, man. You see what I'm saying? It's sad. We got to get ourselves together, but we have to understand that our enemies took this from us. We have to understand that our culture is right here in this book. You see what I'm saying? Right here in this Holy Bible. You see what I'm saying? And our enemies took it from us. Why? Because they know what you don't know. They know that if we listen to our Father, there will be nothing they can do to stop us. You see what I'm saying? If you serve God, then God will fight for you. You see what I'm saying? You got something you want to bring out? Go ahead. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? But you should never, ever forget. That's the point of these high holy days. So you can never forget that the Lord will fight for you. You see what I'm saying? He fought for us at Passover. He fought for us. What will he do for us now? We in captivity again. What will he do for us now? That's the point. Go ahead, sis.
And also, let you know that the laws, the statutes, the laws, and they haven't changed.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. Because he said it's from generation to generation, just forever.
Forever throughout your generations, in all your dwellings. But your Christian pastor, who is in allegiance with your enemies, he's in allegiance with the same people that made your grandmother pick cotton. I'll put it like that. Which is why he's going to tell you you don't have to keep the law. He's going to tell you the law is done away with. He's going to tell you all you got to do is believe. You want to know why? Because he serves your enemies. And that's what our enemies want you to think. They want you to think that it doesn't get any better than what they offering you. It doesn't get any better than living your life, working 9 to 5 every day, praying for an opportunity at the American dream. That's what they want you to believe. You see what I'm saying? They don't want you out here believing that one day a black man who looks like you is going to come back. They don't want you to know that. You see what I'm saying? They don't want you to know that their time is at hand. They don't want you to know that they are only going to be in rulership for a short time. That is coming up. You see what I'm saying? That their kingdom is crumbling. They don't want you to realize that, but you should. Instead of you being worried about who's going to get elected, who's going to be the next president, are we going to have a female president, or are we going to have Donald Trump back in presidency? Who the hell cares, man? My people are smoking crack right now. My people are killing each other right now. Babies are being aborted right now. It matters not to me who's in office. It matters to me what I can do to save my people's lives. Y'all understand, right? Go ahead and read what you got.
This is just going back into what you were saying about how they understand and know that as long as we are sinning against our God, that they can continue to be in power.
Go ahead.
Right? So this is the book of Judas, chapter 5, and verse 17. And while as they sin not before their God, they prospered. Because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
This is who is this speaking right here? This is our enemy speaking. You see what I'm saying? Read it again from the top. He's speaking to, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory serves me, he's speaking to a king at this time, right? He's speaking to someone in rulership of that particular kingdom. I believe was this in Rome right here? Was this when we was under Roman captivity? I can't recall. But this is a soldier speaking to a king. And he's saying, man, look, when they following they God, read it again from the top. Just giving you some context.
And while as they sin not before their God,
he said, if they not sinning against their God, go ahead,
they prosper.
They are going to be powerful people. They're going to be amazing. They prosper, man. Keep reading.
Because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
Because the God that hated iniquity is with them. He's going to fight for them. He's going to stand against us for them. We've seen it happen in Egypt. We've seen it happen over here and over there. That's the reason, sir. He's explaining to his king, why can't we get them? Right? Go ahead.
Verse 18. But when they departed from the way,
but if we can get them to turn against their God, go ahead,
which he appointed them, they were destroyed.
They're going to be destroyed
in many battles.
And he's saying, I did all this studying on this people. I've seen their history. This is how it always goes for them. They be good as long as they follow in their culture. They be good as long as they got that damn book, whatever the hell it is in their hand. somehow when they listen into that book, they're unstoppable. But if you can get them to curse that book, they be getting effed up in battles throughout history. That's what my research have discovered, sir. Imagine that's how the conversation is going. You see what I'm saying? That's what my research is. That's what it is with them. This is what Christopher Columbus understood. You see what I'm saying? This is what Amerigo Vespucius understood. You see what I'm saying? This is what all of them understood when they use this Bible against us. You see what I'm saying? That's why Eleazar. You see what I'm saying? We read about the story of what happened to Eleazar, right? That's why they wanted him to eat pork. That's why the king at that time, Xerxes, you see what I'm saying? That's why he wanted everybody on this holiday to consume pork. Why? Because that goes in your mouth. You see what I'm saying? That goes in your senses. You're tasting that. Eventually, you're going to crave it. Eventually, you're going to want to sin because you eat pork. How many black people do you tell? Yeah, we ain't supposed to be eating pork. What? Shoot, nigga. I don't know what you're talking about. Pork is amazing. I've been eating pork since I was 2. Go ahead.
I was at work and they had bought pepperoni pizza.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was like, oh, y'all don't eat that. And mind you, they all Judah. I work with number Judah.
Mm-hmm.
And they like, well, shit, we know what you do, but we're going to eat this pork. And I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Like,
yeah, they like,
y'all don't care.
Go serve God, nigga. I don't give a damn about none of that. It's pork right here.
Right.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of black people, you'll have them in the comments, yeah, you know, we supposed to serve God. They'll be like, oh, that's so interesting. For real? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that sounds real good. Keep doing what you're doing. But I'm going to go eat this pork chop, though. I'm not going to turn down the pepperoni pizza. It all sounds good until you tell them, now you do it. Now you serve God. You see what I'm saying? That's everybody's problem. That's why everybody loves the Christian church. Because they can go listen to a pastor who claims he's so righteous and he doesn't expect anything out of you. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't expect you to change. You want to know why? Because they're terrible leaders. Right. They're terrible fathers. You see what I'm saying? A good father wants what's best for you. A good father has expectations of his children. The Lord is no different. And the Lord expects us to do everything that he said to do. Right. And not do everything he said not to do. You see what I'm saying? Where was we at? It's like it. Was he done? Was there more on that?
I just want to drop down to verse 20.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and governor.
Lord and what?
My Lord and governor.
See, he talking to the leader. This is a heathen leader at that time. He said, now, because of these studies, here's what I've deduced. Go ahead.
If there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Oh my goodness! Tell them where you reading that again.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5.
Where?
Judith.
Where?
Judith.
No. I'm saying
the Apocrypha.
In the Apocrypha. See what I'm saying? This Apocrypha is very, very important. A lot of our history is in this Apocrypha, and they took it out. You see what I'm saying? They took it out in 1940, I believe that was, because they realized we can't push what it is. We can't push this Bible and push our doctrine with all of this history in there. Right. They saying that if they turn against God, we could overthrow them in there. We can't have that. Second Ezra say that everybody else is spittle. We can't have that in there and say God loves everybody. It's not going to work. Remove that. You see what I'm saying? Shalom on Christ. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
That was it on that.
That was the end of that? Okay. One sign in Christ. Where I leave off at? It's a lot here. I believe I was at the end of 21, right? Yeah. This is verse 22. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest. Neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and unto the stranger. I am the Lord your God. This goes to show you that even though the Lord is stern, even though the Lord is austere, even though he's a man of war, what does he also have? Compassion. You see what I'm saying? Stern and serious does not amount to cruel. Anybody that has ever had a father understands this. See what I'm saying? Your fathers are hard on you and they're strong, but they're not cruel men. They're not evil men. They're not dark men. They just mean what they say or else, right? That's how you should be. You want to know why? Because that's how God is. Right. But guess what he said, though? in the book of Leviticus 23 verse 22. He said, when y'all gather up all your crops and you give it unto the priest, don't make clean riddance. Don't keep that for yourself. You're doing fine. Leave it unto the people that are less fortunate than you, so that they have a way to eat, so that they have a way to feed themselves and their families. Go ahead, sis.
So you know what the Jewish man cannot possibly.
Oh my goodness. Right. The Jewish man couldn't possibly be the people that's being described in this book. They're not given anything. They're a laughing stock of how selfish they are. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And that goes to show why in the book of Proverbs when it says that when the righteous rule, the people rejoice.
Right.
Because we're going to make sure that we're upholding the standards that the Lord requires of us.
That's right.
So when the poor people out here are actually poor, we're going to be taking care of them.
Right.
But the way we live it now, these people are going through hell, and the enemy don't care about none of that.
Absolutely. They're gonna pretend to care for views. They're gonna pretend to care for clout.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They can pretend to give to the poor because they want you to believe that they're not wicked bastards. You see what I'm saying? Whole time those people are miserable. Those people are suffering, dying. You see what I'm saying? You go up there on Lake Mead, you go up there on Owens, man. You see all those people up there, they suffering, man. Strung out on drugs, and nobody cares.
Right.
You want to know why? Because the wicked is in rulership, man. That's why those people are suffering like that. The poorest man in the kingdom of God is going to be far better than the richest man here in America. He's going to be far better off. I pray you understand that. Brother said they pretend around the holiday season to get us in that spirit. Absolutely. You should be and read that scripture in the Apocrypha you just had. Where was that at?
This is the Apocrypha, Judith chapter 5 and verse number 20.
And it's because of this scripture right here that they get us in that holiday spirit. It's because it is right here. Read again.
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God,
because they know they can get us to sin against our God. Go ahead.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
They know that that'll be our ruin. You want to know why? Because they actually study history. They actually know your history. You don't know your history. That's why you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again.
Right.
But guess what? Your enemies, they take this battle serious. You see what I'm saying? They study your history. They know that if you can be in the jolly spirit, in the Halloween spirit, you see what I'm saying? If you could be in the Christmas spirit, in the Thanksgiving spirit, you're not walking in the Holy Spirit. And you will never be able to get from under my foot. That's what they understand, right? Where was we at? Was that the end of? That was the end of 22. I'm going to 27, correct? Verse 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial blowing of trumpets, a holy convocation. Hand me that shofar right there. That's what this is right here. You see what I'm saying? We use these in our ancient times as a warning and as a signal. So that somebody knows danger was, to let our villages know that danger was approaching. We will, see what I'm saying? We'll blow this right here. This is a ram's horn. You see what I'm saying? And that would alert everybody that danger was coming or something important needed to be announced. You see what I'm saying? This is how you got everybody's attention. You see what I'm saying? This is an amazing instrument in our history, right? We just had the blowing the trumpets last week. You see what I'm saying? So if anybody wants to further breakdown in that class, go on Isupk Las Vegas YouTube, and that class is up there for you if you want to catch up. All right? Good to go. Verse 25, you shall do no servile work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, right? When it says an offering made by fire unto the Lord, it's saying I want y'all to come together and throw down and feast and barbecue and drink and laugh and have an amazing time. That's all we like to do anyway as black people, right? But guess what? What if I told you it's a righteous reason and a righteous day you're supposed to do it? You see what I'm saying? You don't just let a barbecue for no reason. That's our culture. You see what I'm saying? It's in us to want to barbecue, to want to do that. See what I'm saying? Verse 26, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also in the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. That's what we're here for today. It shall be in a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offer made by fire unto the Lord. Now, what do you do on the Day of Atonement? We just broke down all these different high holy days to get to this moment right here. What's the Day of Atonement all about? We said it a couple times. I'll say it for time's sake. It's about afflicting your soul. Why? For all your past mistakes, for all the sins you've made against God, not only in this life, but in your past life as well, and for the lives of people that you pray come into the truth. You see what I'm saying? Do it for your mother and for your father and for your sisters and your brothers who might not be in the truth. That's why you should always acknowledge the Day of Atonement. What do? You have no water, no food, no beverages. You don't consume anything. You see what I'm saying? You don't consume anything from sundown to sundown. So if you on Vegas time, 6:09 p.m., you should have stopped consuming anything. That should be your last time eating or drinking water. You see what I'm saying? All the way till tomorrow, 6:08 p.m., right? That's sundown tomorrow. We get it down to the letter. You see what I'm saying? Right when the sun goes down, we want to know. You see what I'm saying? So we can make sure that we're upholding the law with zeal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I advise you to make sure either contact the camp leader in your zone, or you contact the camp leader in your zone, or you make sure you look it up to find out what time sundown is. You see what I'm saying? But if you haven't, but this is something for every able-bodied Israelite. Please do not have any children acknowledging the Day of Atonement. This is not for your 7 or 8-year-olds or 9-year-olds. You see what I'm saying? If you have some teenagers a little older, they want to partake, let them partake. You see what I'm saying? But do not starve your children. I'm begging you. The Lord is not cruel. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The Lord doesn't expect your children to suffer for sins in the past. They haven't sinned yet. They haven't done anything, and they deserve to eat. You see what I'm saying? You being the one responsible, you are the one who should afflict your soul. What else? Give me the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 41. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a right way to serve God. It's a wrong way to serve God. Let me ask you this: what is the flesh? Is one word I'm looking for. What is the flesh? First of all, what does fasting do? Let's start there. What does fasting do for you? Who wants to give it a shot? What does fasting do for you? Go ahead, sis. Raise your hand. Go ahead.
It strengthens you.
How?
By the denial. If you can deny yourself the necessities, then you can deny yourself of your lust.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Fasting gives you discipline. Imagine if you could tell your stomach was when it's hungry. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
What if you were strong enough to tell your stomach when it's time to eat, and you didn't eat every time you got hungry? You see what I'm saying? Break strong cause and strengthen your spirit. Exactly. Like, think about that. We are so used here in America into doing what comes naturally to us. Doing just what comes natural. Just do what comes natural. Oh, your stomach is growling, you should eat. What if your stomach growled and you said it's not time to eat yet? You see what I'm saying? What if you saw that woman and realized she was married and then said, I'm not going to talk to her, instead of doing what feels natural? You see what I'm saying? That's the point of fasting. If you can deprive yourself of what your body wants, maybe you can do that same exact thing, but in the spirit. Read that scripture right there that you got.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse number 4.
I believe that's the right precept. Read it.
Go on. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation.
Mm-hmm.
The spirit indeed is willing.
The spirit is willing. How many people do you hear say, I want to serve God, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to stop smoking weed, they want to get off cocaine, and want to get off crack? Their spirit is willing, they want to serve God, right? But guess what though?
But the flesh
is
weak.
Is what?
Weak.
Strong.
Weak.
The flesh is weak though. That's what makes it difficult for us to serve God. The fact that we have flesh. So because the flesh is weak, what do? You have to strengthen it. How do you strengthen it? By serving God and acknowledging the Day of Atonement. You see what I'm saying? Everybody in this room is thirsty right now. Everybody wants a piece of chicken right now. But guess what? But because we believe in the Bible, and because we understand that the flesh is weak, what are we going to do? We're going to afflict our souls. You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna do this fast. We're gonna do it with zeal.
That's right.
We're gonna do it together. You see what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because now I'm going to become strong.
Right.
And now, because I said no to water today, and because I said no to food, maybe I can say no to picking up that blunt. Maybe I can say no to being a damn alcoholic.
Right.
Maybe I can say no to beating my wife.
Right.
Maybe I can say no to y'all get the point, right? You have the power to say no, but your flesh is weak. Guess what? You come into the eyes, you became the commander in your Hana. We're going to make you strong. We're going to make your flesh strong one way or another. You see what I'm saying? Suffering is a righteous thing in most contexts. You see what I'm saying? It's a good thing to suffer. You gain strength. You brothers in Hebrew Academy understand that. You see what I'm saying? It's righteous suffering. You suffering for yourself. You suffering for your brothers, but most importantly, you're suffering for God. You see what I'm saying? You're gaining discipline. You're gaining strength so that you can do whatever the hell you're told to do, right?
Right.
The same thing with this Bible. We're going to do whatever the hell we told to do, man. You see what I'm saying? Read that again from the top.
Come on, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse number 41.
Mm-hmm.
Watch and pray.
Watch and pray. Go ahead.
That ye enter not into temptation.
You should pray that you don't fall into temptation. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all understand that, but you should pray for strength. You should pray that you're able to stand again. You should pray for discipline, man. These things you should pray for. Pray for the strength to say no. You see what I'm saying? Say no to drugs.
Right.
Y'all get the point? You should pray for that strength. You should pray for the strength to not give in to peer pressure, to not lose to your demons. The Bible said pray for that strength. Go ahead. Is this written in red? So that means this is our King Yahushua Mashiach talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
As the world knows it's Jesus Christ. He said you should pray that you enter not into temptation. And the reason Christ came was to show us that even though the flesh is weak, it's still possible to serve God. You see what I'm saying? He said, okay, I see what's going on down there. They don't know how to fight against their flesh. Maybe they need someone to teach them how to fight against their flesh. Maybe they need an example. Maybe they need a hero. And Christ came down here and he became our hero, man. He became a black hero that every single one of us should model our children after. Right. You see what I'm saying? He is the goal. He is the end game. You get my point? Keep reading.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
But the flesh is weak. You want to serve God in your head. You want to put the weed down and all that in your head. But because you've been taught to do you all your life, guess what? Now you can't serve God.
Right.
Everybody get the point, right? All right, no sweat. Let's continue on. I'm going to read verse 27 from the top. Leviticus 23 and 27. Also in the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Everybody understand, right? That was the end of it, right? Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 27 and verse number 28.
Also, if anybody's confused or if anybody needs help, feel free to comment any questions you have in the comment section. Go ahead.
Wa, call, malak, aka, la'a, da, aishwa, ba, atazam, ha, yawam, haza, kaya, yawam, kaparayam, hawa'a, la, kapar, kaparium, a, la yakam, la, panya, Yahweh, Allah, ha, yakam. Verse 29. Kaya, Ko, Ha, Napash, Ashar, La'a, Da, Aina, Ba, Atazam, Ha, Yawam, Haza, Wa, Na, Karathda, Ma, Aimadya. Verse 30. Wa, Ko, Ha, Napash, Ashar, Da, Aisha, Ko, Ma, La'aka, Ba, Atazam, Ha, Yawam, Haza, Waha, Abadia, Ha, Napash, Hawa'a, Ma, Korab, Aima. Verse 31. Call, Ma, la aka, la a, the Ishwa, Kakwath, Iwalam, La, Darathayakam, Bakal, Ma, Sha, Masha, Bathayakam, verse 32. Shabbathwan, Hawa'a, Lakam, Wa, Idyadam, Napashtakam, Ba, Dasha, La Kadash, Ba Ira, Ma Ira, Ira, Da Shabbathwa, Shabbathkam, verse 33. Wa Ya Dabar Yahweh Al Masha La Amar. Verse 34. Dabar Al Banya Yasha'ala La Amar Ba Kadmasha Ashara Yawam La Kadash Ha Shabaya Shabaya Yaya Haza Kal Ha Sakawath Shabai Yam La Yahweh.
That was 28 to 34.
Yep.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 28. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God. You see how the Lord is saying, I know y'all gonna be fasting. I don't want you to go out there and slave away. You see what I'm saying? Because I had a day off today. You see what I'm saying? If you work today though, did you sin? If you didn't get the day off today, are you in sin? Why not?
Because it's the owner of the company's job to make sure you have that day off.
It's the this scripture is for the employer. You see what I'm saying? Whenever you see each other no work therein that same day, that's telling the employers to give your employees the day off. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, imagine brothers that work in insane conditions. Right. You know what I'm saying? Out here in Vegas, man, it get up to 115 degrees sometimes. You see what I'm saying? My brother was telling me that he was working at Allegiant Stadium. You know what I'm saying? In the blistering heat. You see what I'm saying? Was he expected to keep the Day of Atonement under those conditions? When he has to go feed his family and his children? Should he eat and should he fast from food and water even though he's under those conditions? Who knows? Why not? Why wouldn't he?
Because if he don't eat and if he doesn't eat and drink, he will pass out there.
He can die out there. You see what I'm saying? That's why guess what? The Lord understands that. That's why he said you should have this day off today. You see what I'm saying? That's not to say that if you just have some computer job that that gives you permission to not keep the Day of Atonement. No. But for those of you who work in construction, very physical, hands-on jobs, and you need that nourishment, otherwise you can be hospitalized, I would advise you give it to your camp leader and see if you meet this criteria. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord is not in the business of killing you. You see what I'm saying? Not in the business of harming you. You see my point? He's in the business of improving yourself. You see what I'm saying? Everybody understand, right? No sweat. Verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. Why? Why would you cut him off? It said, if there be one of you that's not keeping the Day of Atonement, you should be cut off from your people forever. Meaning disowned. Meaning put away. Why? Who knows?
Because you don't care about your nation at all.
What do you mean you don't care?
Because this is a day that you should take serious, not only for yourself, but for your nation, for people who don't understand. You chose to be separate from that.
Right. Go ahead, sis. You have something?
Come on, sir. Also, because you're saying that you didn't commit any sin, you haven't made any errors, but that can't be because it says the scripture that we all sin, fall short of the glory. And we were born into sin anyway. But
Well, born into sin means we're born here in America. You see what I'm saying? The land of sin. But understand also that what this is talking about is we are suffering right now. We are going through this together. Whenever, historically in our history, whenever the Lord puts us through anything, we go through it together as a family and as a people. If you're not fasting so that we can be forgiven for all of our mistakes and all of our transgressions against God, you are saying you don't want to be a part of us because we're fasting right now. You see what I'm saying? We're all suffering right now. Why are you not suffering with us? What makes you so? Oh, you know who's not suffering with us right now? The heathen. So maybe you want to be like them.
Right.
Maybe you'd rather go be with them. So that way you don't have to keep the Day of Atonement anymore. You can leave this royalty and you can go be like the scum of the earth. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you deserve. You want to know why? Because we love our people and we're all fasting.
Right.
We are thirsty right now. You mean to tell me you weren't thirsty? You mean to tell me while I was going thirsty and while my brothers was going thirsty, you were drinking water? You're not one of us. You see what I'm saying? You can't be. Because if you were one of us, you would have been doing what we were doing. You deserve to be cast off from us, man. You don't take this serious. You don't care about this. You don't care about the Lord. You don't care about your children. Do you understand how important it is to raise your children? Do you understand that when you raise your children, you're raising yourself? Why do I say that? Raising your children is raising yourself. Why do I say that?
Because your children is you. And you can come back through your children.
You're going to come back through your children. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand that? Do you understand that if you teach your children this, they're going to teach their children, and then they're going to teach their children, and then that next boy, that fourth boy, you're going to be born through him. Now, if you taught your son right, and if you taught your son your culture, you see what I'm saying? Then you will be brought back under the same teachings that you left with. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't teach them the Bible, if you don't teach them your culture, guess where you're going to be born? Right back as a drug dealer, right back into poverty, right back into hating your brothers, right back into sleeping with whores. All that work that you did for yourself, gone. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis. You have something?
I was just wondering, can you also apply? There's an old adage that says, "Do as I say, and not as I do." But when you raise your children, you're raising yourself, and you want them to be modeled after you. You want them to do what you do.
This is a very Christian term. It's a very Christian term. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't be like me while I smoke this blunt. What the hell do you think is going to happen? As soon as they able, because children, one thing children recognize is hypocrisy. You see what I'm saying? Children recognize hypocrisy very, very well. You telling them do as I say, not as I do, they're going to be like, well, why should I do it when you don't do it? If you don't practice what you preach, your children are not going to listen to that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They're gonna do exactly as you do. You want to know why? Because that's all they know. That's all they've ever been shown. You have to show your children the right way in order for them to do the right way. That's what Christ came and did. He came and he showed us what to do so that we can know how to do it. Right? That's why that's the point of prophets and all of these priests in this book. They're showing us this is how you serve God. You can be like me. You can do what I'm doing. Be that to your children. This is how you serve God. You should be like me. You can do what I'm doing. Don't be the person that say, I know I don't serve God. I know I'm getting high right now. Oh, this some good shit, but don't ever do this. This weed is amazing and it's too good to put down. So don't ever try it. What the hell do you think they're gonna do?
Try it.
You see what I'm saying? This pork tastes so good and I just can't put it down. But God doesn't want you eating this, so don't ever try it. But it's so good though. What the hell do you think they're gonna do? You see what I'm saying? That term, do as I say, not as I do, is the reason for so many generations of destroyed families, man. So many destroyed generations living off of that saying right there.
Right.
And you know who that quote was by? A white man. Everybody get the point, right? Where I'm at. Like verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. So once again, this is a law for the employer. You see what I'm saying? Imagine I sell cattle. I got my own cattle to sell, right? I shouldn't be out trying to sell my you see what I'm saying? Trying to do this work and sell all my. I should be resting. Should be relaxing. Close up shop for the day. You see what I'm saying? You know why? Because it's gonna be there tomorrow.
Right.
What the hell is the problem? What's going on? You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be there tomorrow, so it's all right. You're gonna be all right for a day. Hell is not gonna kill over on you. Like, y'all get the point, right? All right. Verse 31. You shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month at even, from even to unto even, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be a feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Lord. The Feast of Tabernacles we have coming up. What is that? October the 18th, I believe. It's gonna be posted on Isupk Las Vegas Facebook. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be posted the exact date, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna be back here doing the same exact thing, coming together, eating together, and acknowledging our culture. You see what I'm saying? Rashad, the brother, said reincarnation. That's absolutely correct. See what I'm saying? You're teaching your children. You're ensuring that when you come back, right? You're ensuring that when you come back, all your same customs are right there. Everybody get the point.
October 24th.
October 24th, that's the day of the Feast of Tabernacles. What day is that? Is that a Saturday, a Wednesday, a Thursday?
Wednesday.
That's a Wednesday.
Wednesday, Tuesday.
So Wednesday, October 24th, we're gonna be here again. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna be breaking down these scriptures once more. For anybody that needs it, if you're in the Las Vegas area, get in contact with us on our messenger. You see what I'm saying? And you can come and attend as well, and keep the culture of your ancestors and of God. All right, that was the end, right? The end of 34. Go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse number 34.
Mm-hmm.
The bar.
Go to the end.
What?
Go to the end.
Oh, 35.
No, I'm saying finish it out. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 34. The bar. Al Banya. 35.
Come.
Verse 35. Ba Yawam. Ha Ra'ashawan. Ma Kora'a. Kodash. Ka. Mala'aka. I Badya'a. La'a. Ta Ashwa. Verse 36. Shabai Yamayam Ta Kwarayab Wa Asha La Yahawah Ba Yawam Ha Shamayanya Makwara'a Kwadash Yahaya Lakam Wa Ha Kwa Rabdam Asha La Yahawah Atazar Ha Wa'a Ko Mala'aka Ibada La'a Da Aishwa. Verse 37. Al Ha Ma Wa'idya Yahawah Ashar Da Kwa Ra'ahwa Atham Ma Kwa Ra'aya Kodash La Ha Kwa Rayab Asha La Yahawah Ila Wa Manaka Zabat Wa Nasapayam Dabar Yawam Ba Yawa Yawamwa. Verse 38. Malabad Shabbatha Yahweh Wa Malabad Call Nadarayamka Wa Malabad Call Nada Ba Watyakam Ashar Ta Tan Tanwa La Yahweh. Verse 39. Aka Ba Kamashsha Ashara Yawam La Kadash Ha Shabbat Yayam Ba Asapakam Salaki Ath Taba Wa'ath Ha Arataza Ta Kagwa Ath Kag Yahweh Shabbat Yamayam Ba Yawam Ha Ra'ashawan Shabbathwan Wa Bayam Wa Ba Yawam Ha Shamayamya Shabbathwan. Verse 40. Wa La Quatham Lakam Bayawam Ha Ra'ashawan Pawaya Ataza Hadar Kapath Tamarayam Wa Aina Itaza Ibath Wa Irabya Nakor Wa Shamakat Shama Katham La Panaya Yahweh Allahayakam Shabbath Ya Mayam.
Verse 41.
Verse 41. Wa Kagda Atawa Ka La Yahweh Shabbat Ya Mayam Ba Shana Kakwa Iwalam La Daratha Yakam Ba Kadash Ha Shabbat Yaya Shabbat Ya Idea Ta Kagwa Athawa.
One time Christ. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 35. On the first day shall be in a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. Verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. And it shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. All right, go ahead, close it out with those last three.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23 and verse 42. Basaka Ta Shabawa Shabai Yamayam Call Ha Azarath Ba Yasharala Yashabawa Basaka. Verse 43. Lamain Yadarwa Darata Yakam Kaya Basakawa Ha Wa Shabbathya Af Banya Yasharal Ba Ha Wataza Ya'a Wa Taza Ya'awya Awatham Ma Arataza Ma Taza Rayam Anya Yahweh Allah Hayakam. Verse 44. Waya Dabar Masha Atha Ma'idya Yahweh Al Banya Yasha'al.
Damn right. Most High in Christ. The brother said there has to be a God. There's no new thing under the sun, and hell is not real. You're absolutely right. There is a God. You see what I'm saying? The God of Israel. That's what we are acknowledging today. You see what I'm saying? And the hell, as America knows, it is not real. There is no place that you go to when you die in the center of the ground or beneath the ground where you burn for all of eternity. That place does not exist. However, hell is real. And where is hell? Hell is a condition on earth. You see what I'm saying? We are in hell. Black people right now are in hell because we don't serve God. Hispanics are in hell right now on those locked in those cages because they don't serve God. Native Americans are in hell right now on those reservations because they don't serve God. But guess what? The day is gonna come when we turn back to our God. You see what I'm saying? And then guess what? Heaven is gonna be granted to us, man. That's why we're here right now, acknowledging the Day of Atonement. That's why we're fasting on the Day of Atonement. You want to know why? Because we're tired of being in hell.
Right.
We're tired of being in this physical condition called hell. And we ready for the kingdom of heaven to come and be done as it is in heaven. Everybody understand, right? This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord. That those last 9 scriptures talking about the Feast of Tabernacles. See what I'm saying? A tabernacle is like a tent or something, a home that you build. What's the word? A tent or what's the word? Like a hut. You see what I'm saying? Because when we came out of Egypt, that's what we had to. That's what we was in. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna be breaking down the Feast of Tabernacles. What was that? October 24th. When
16th to the 24th.
Yeah. So October 16th, we're gonna be here. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna have an opening. We're gonna have a closing. You see what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that, so we can get that breakdown. And real quick. That's going to conclude the service. Men of Israel, just the brothers up here. I Mijum, which means to stand. Most on the cross. Sorry, with me. So,
La Yashala.
La Yashala, which means to Israel. Sorry. Sorry. You want to prepare to salute the scrolls? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Yah.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
All right, Majin Wapanya Hakodam, which means stand and face the east. We're going to close out with these prayers, all right? This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Tazaka.
Tazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Asha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratiza.
Ba'aratiza.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Tandanawa.
Tayanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call your one.
Kawawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kawakwakinawa.
Wakwakinawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kawakwakinawa.
Kawakwakinawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Kabayanawa.
Kawakwakinawa.
Anasayawa.
Anasayawa.
Abor.
Abor.
Kawashanawa.
Abshanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rakaya.
Rakaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wa'ala.
Wama'ala.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahata para.
Wahata para.
La'ai walamyum.
La'ai walamyum.
The water among.
The water among. This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our
And
debt.
forgive us our debt.
As we forgive our debt.
As we forgive our debt.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
into temptation.
Go ahead.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us
from evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Wow, Amen.
Just say so be it.
So be it. Amen.
Just so be it. Come on. You know what I'm saying? This is a cock of the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Baba Kasha.
Baba Kasha.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathaniel.
Hakka.
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 Lara Pa'a.
Pa'a.
Call Makala.
Call Malakah.
Call Madawa.
Call Madawa.
Hakka.
Hakka.
Latahor.
Latahor.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakka.
Hakka.
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam.
Hamathyam.
Hamathyam.
Hakka.
Hakka.
Arakawa. Arakawa.
Al-Rakoyat.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagorasha.
Lagorasha.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Bahashim Yahushua.
The water among.
The water among. This is the hakat or the power in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of
and all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasha'ala.
Wayasha'ala.
Wahaba Yasapari.
Wa'aba Yasapari.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Bahashim Yahushua.
The water among.
The water among. This is bless Israel in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
In Israel.
And Israel.
In the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahori.
Al-Hahori.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izari.
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 Ma'an.
Ma'an.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayan.
Shemayan.
Wa'aratiza.
Wa'aratiza.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Number what?
Number one.
Regolka.
Regolka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'ah. Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamor.
Shawamor.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh. Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazolka.
Tazoyaka.
Tazolka.
Tazoyaka.
Tazolka.
Tazolaka.
Tazolka.
Tazolka.
There you go. Tazolka.
Tazolka.
Aya.
Aya.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawam.
Hashama.
Hashama.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makora.
Makora.
Yashamor.
Yashamor.
Atnapashka.
Al-Napashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamor.
Yashamor.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawa aka.
Wabawa Afka.
Ma'aifa.
Mawata.
Wa'ayla walam.
What I walam. This is the Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes into the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from the Lord.
My help coming from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel shall not slumber nor sleep.
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy
The
right
Lord
hand.
is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by
nor
night.
the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming
and
in
thy coming in.
from this time
From
forth
this time forth
and even forever.
and even forevermore. Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
This is Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim,
Allahayim.
Aldamaya,
Al-Damayat.
Laka,
Lakah.
Alta Karash,
Al-Takara.
wa Alta Shakwat,
Wa Al-Tashakwa.
Al-Kaya Hana,
Al-Kaya.
Al-Kaya Hana,
Al-Kaya. Hana.
Awayabjaka,
Ayayabdakwa.
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash.
Alamaka,
Al-Amakah.
Ya'awayamwa,
Ya-Arayamnim.
Sawada,
Sawada.
Wayatha,
Wayatha.
Ya'atazawa,
Ya-Aitazawa.
Altazapawanyaka,
Al-Tazakawapanyaka.
Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
There you go. Omawa,
Amara.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakakida,
Wanakatida.
Magawya,
Magalu.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Shamya Shala,
Shamya Sha'ala.
Awada,
Awada.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Nawa Atazawa,
Nawa Atazawa.
Laba,
Laba.
Yakawa,
Yakawa.
Alyaka,
Alyaka.
Baraya,
Baraya.
Yakarath,
Yakarath.
it's like Ahoya,
Ahoy.
Alawam,
Alawam.
Wayashamar,
Waya Shaman.
Alayam,
Alayam.
Mawa'abu,
Mawa Abu.
Wahagari,
Wagori.
Gabor,
Gabor.
Wa'aimawan,
Aimawan.
Wa'amalat,
Wa Amalat.
Palasha,
Palashat.
Amyashab,
Amyashab.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Ram Mashawar,
Ram Yashawar.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Amam,
Amam.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Zarawa,
Zaraya.
Labanya Lawa,
Lawa.
Salah,
Salah.
Asha,
Aisha.
Laham,
Laham.
Kamadian,
Kamadian.
Kasaya, Sara'ah, it's like Kasaya,
Kasaya.
Sara'ah,
Saraya.
Hayabjan,
Hayab.
Banakor,
Banakor.
Kayashwan, Kayashwan,
Kayashwan.
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan,
Bayawa.
Ba'ara,
Bayawa.
Hayawa,
Ayawa.
Daman,
Daman.
La'adama,
La Adama.
Shayathamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Nada,
Nada.
Yamawa,
Yamawa.
Ka'ira,
Kara.
Wakaza
Wakaza Abu.
Wakazabat,
Wakazabat.
Wakatazar,
Wakatazar.
Manai,
Manai.
Slave, Call,
Call.
Nasayakunwa,
Nasayakamwa.
Ashur,
Ashar.
Amorwa,
Amarwa.
Nayarasha,
Nayarasha.
Lanawa,
Nalawa.
Ah, Naawa,
Naawa.
Alahayim,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa.
Kagodala,
Kagodala.
Kakwash,
Kakwash.
Lepanya,
Lepanya.
Rawakwa,
Rawakwa.
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash.
Saba'ara,
Taba'ara.
Ya'ira,
Ya'ara.
Wakalahaba,
Wakala Abu.
Talahat,
Tala'a.
Harayam,
Taryam.
Khan,
Khan.
Tawadatma,
Tawadatma.
Basaraka,
Basaraka.
Wabasa,
Wabasa.
Wapatka,
Wapafka.
Tabahalam,
Tabaal.
Mala'a,
Mala'a.
Panyaham,
Panyaham.
Kualawan,
Palawam.
Waya,
Waya.
Bakwashwa,
Bakwashwa.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahawa.
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa.
Waya,
Waya.
Bahawa,
Bahawa.
Ayai,
Ayai.
Waya,
Waya.
Kapowa,
Kapowa.
Waya,
Waya.
Abadwa,
Abadwa.
Waya,
Waya.
Daiwa,
Waya.
Kayatha,
Kayatha.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahawa.
Labadka,
Labadka.
Ayawan,
Alawan.
Akoha,
I'll call you.
Arataza.
Arataza. This is Psalm 33 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O
For
God.
lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy
They
people.
have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
Come,
come, and let us cut them off from being a
and
nation.
let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom.
the tabernacles of Edom
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab.
of Moab
And the Hagarenes.
and the Hagarenes,
And Gabal.
Gabor
And Ammon.
and
And
Ammon
Amalek.
and
And the
Amalek,
Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of
Assur.
Tyre. Assur
Also was joined with them.
also was joined
They
with
have
them.
hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at
which
Endor.
perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Ze'ed,
and like Ze'ed.
yeah,
Yea,
all their princes of Zabah,
all their princes as Zabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
let
let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a
Make
wheel,
them like a wheel,
as the stumble before the wind,
as a stubble for the
as
wind,
the fire burneth the
as
wood,
the fire burned the wood,
as the flames hit the mountains on fire.
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them Salakia, and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O
O
Lord,
Lord,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded
in trouble forever.
and trouble forever.
Yeah,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high over all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it. So be it.
So be it. This is the blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Rocket the Yahweh.
Why Yahweh? It's like it. Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Yahushua?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka?
Why Allahai?
Why Alhai?
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazaya.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawak Yahana.
Ha Alawat Yah.
Ha Alawak.
Ha Saranya.
Ha Saranya.
Ha Kwatazayanya.
Ha Kwatazayanya.
Ha Kaya. It's like it. Ha Kayayolya.
Ha Kayayolim.
Wa Ha Akwatya.
Wa Ha Awakim. Awak
Akwatya.
Akwakim.
There you go. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahushua.
Water
The water Aman. This is the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Mike.
And Mike.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahweh.
And General
The
Yahweh.
general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The troop.
The troop.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth.
and all things
Let
live.
all things live.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Sin evil.
Sin evil.
And curse.
And curse.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction
to the heathen.
to the heathen.
That speak against us,
That
thy
speak
prophet.
against us, thy prophet.
The teacher.
The teacher.
The prince.
The prince.
The priest.
The priest.
The Israelite brother.
The Israelite
and
brother.
the school.
And the school.
Sin evil.
Sin evil.
And curse.
And curse.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction
to the
to
heathen.
the heathen.
And shake loose
And shake loose
the treasure of the rich
of
of
the
Israel.
rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches
Enter into thy
to
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Sin evil.
Sin evil.
And curse.
And curse.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction
to the heathen.
to the-
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug
And
dealers.
the drug dealers.
The courses.
The course.
The prison
The
system.
prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogue.
Amalek
And
synagogue.
army.
And
The
army.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic
The
Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
The Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
The Skinhead.
Skinhead.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
The gay
The
movement.
gay movement.
The lesbian
The lesbian
movement.
movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space
NASA
program.
space program.
The Army.
Army.
Navy. Air Force. And the Marines. And Wall Street.
And Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airway.
The cable access
The
channel.
cable access
And
channel.
the radio
And the
channel.
radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy
that
people
seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us.
bring swift
And
destruction
bring swift
to
destruction
all the
to
heathen
all the
that
heathen
stand in the way
that stand in the
or
way
try to stop
or
us
try to stop
from broadcasting your
from
word
broadcasting your
throughout
word
the planet.
throughout the planet.
Let loose all the planet.
Let loose all the
Cause them to go to
cause them to go
and
to
fro
and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume
and
them.
consume.
Let the plagues
Let the plague
take the house
take the house
of the thief
of the thief
and the murder.
and the murder.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahushua
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and
come down with the flying saucers
comes down with the flying
and
sword
punish all the heathen
and punish all the
that
heathen
come up against
that
us
come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be
by
known
all
by all.
that it is the angels
That
that
is
have
the
done it.
angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be
through the
spread
media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at that
In the name of Yahweh.
in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Wow. This concludes the service. We're going to give one courteous salute to the sister. We'll wrap it up, all right? Here's a Mama Shabbat. Like Maestro, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Lethab Hashem Yahushua. Sign Christ. Shalom, Israel.